Okay, welcome everyone. Today is ACI 03, which is the applied meditation. This is the third course out of the 18 courses. And I think meditation is also a very important topic. After we learn about the three principal paths, it is like the covers all the basics, right? The three principal paths, all the basics. And then the basics, which is refuge, renunciation, and then bodhicitta, and then the correct worldview. Then we move on to ACI Course 2, which is talking about the refuge, taking refuge, how to take refuge, and then bodhicitta. And then we talk about, of course, after refuge, we want to go nirvana, and then finally, we touch a bit about emptiness. Because in the very important when you take refuge, it's not about just reciting, I'm taking refuge in Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, but we really need to understand. We really need to understand what it means to take refuge. What it means to take refuge. So it's really important. So I think I shared the story about the first time I took refuge with Geshe Michael. I thought it would only last like maximum half an hour, but it ended up 2.5 hours because Geshe Michael took 2 hours to explain what it means to take refuge in a short form, in the correct way, right? In our tradition. So that is why it is very important to understand this. And now after we have all those 1 and 2, now course 3, we talk about meditation, which is the basic, another important basic. Okay, so it will be 5 days, 10 classes. Oh, okay. Okay, yes, please. I think, is this Iris? You can start recording. Okay. So there will be 10 classes. We are going to cover 2 classes each time. So there will be 5 times: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then we skip Friday before we continue with Saturday. Yeah. So we skip Friday because there is something going on Friday evening. Okay. So let's start our session. Okay, so before we start, let's do prayer. Let me see who is available. Inghui, you want to help lead the prayer?
Okay, can. Okay, I'll start.
Please.
Sashi Puki Jukshin Mekto Tram Riram Lingshi Ninde Gyempati Sange Shindu Mikte Uwagi Drokun Namda Shingla Jupa Shom Idam Guru Ratna Mantara Kandriya Tayami Sange Chudang Soki Chonam La Jangchu Bardu Dakni Gyapsu Chi Daki Chinyen Kipe Sunam Ki Drola Penche Sange Jupa Sho Sange Chudang Soki Chonam La Jangchu Bardu Dakni Gyapsu Chi Taki Chenyen Gibe Sunam Ki Drola Penche Sange Drupa Sho Sange Chudang Tsoki Chotnam La Jangchu Bardu Dakni Gyapsu Chi Taki Chenyen Gibe Sunam Ki Drola Penche Sange Drupa Sho.
Thank you. Okay, so in course 3, these are the topics that we are going to talk about too fast. So why we meditate, setting up our place, or setting up for great meditation, learn a bit of techniques. We learn what is and is not meditation, how it works, problems and fixes, and finally, great tools for charting our progress. All these are pretty exciting topics, right? It's applied meditation. And of course, I would say the content is very similar to DCI level 3, but here we are going, I would say, going into more spiritual side, yeah, which is kind of interesting, okay? So let's continue. Class 1 is the preparation. So we learn we learn about benefits of meditation, what is meditation and what is true meditation. And of course, we learn about the techniques to making it work. Okay. So let's continue. ACI 3. Yeah, I like to share, I like to refer this class back to the reading, okay? If you want, I'll send the reading later. So please, when you have time, please take time to read it. Yeah, please take time to read it. Okay, benefits of meditation. So we have 13 benefits divided into 3 groups. Okay, 13 benefits divided into 3 groups. The first group is daily life, benefits for daily life. We want, through meditation, we can have good focus, right? This is what we always want. And then we can improve our problem solving. And then, of course, during our meditation, we will have greater harmony. Geshe Michael always like to joke, when you spend time to meditate, you have less time to quarrel with people. So this is interesting. And then increase ability to spot future trends. You will have your feeling will be more sensitive. We always like to use the story of Steve Jobs, who did meditation and then used meditation to sort of get intuition about which product to launch. And I think it's kind of useful, you know. We have a lot of good products from Apple. iPhone is one thing, but before iPhone, there are many other interesting products from Apple. So yeah, that is one. And then another thing is we talk about Mahatma Gandhi, right? The great leader from India. He's also a regular meditator, and there was once he had a very important meeting with the Queen of England, Queen Elizabeth at that time. And he was very busy, and then he had this important meeting, and he was supposed to get ready. So his assistant was asking him, since you have this important meeting and you need time to prepare, shall we cancel the meditation? He say, because it is so important, in fact, I should double my meditation time. So all these are some stories related to meditation, and it's really useful. It it is really helpful in our life, especially when we are very busy and we are doing important things, right? Of course, number 5 is the greater peace of mind, even under stress. I've come to Sedona. I've come to Sedona quite often since 2017, and then this time around also. And what I observe here is that the people here, they really spend the morning doing their personal practice. Okay, and this personal practice includes things like meditation. Some people also do yoga. Some people also have their own personal ritual. So it's part of our personal practice, and I would like to encourage everyone to spend some time to do meditation. Okay, so these are the first group, benefits for daily life. The second group is the benefits in terms of spirituality. In terms of spirituality, yeah. Our inner life, yeah, we call it our inner life. Oops, so fast. 3. Okay, it's a progress along spiritual paths. If we want to develop our spirituality, meditation is something that is compulsory, mandatory, I would say. Yeah, mandatory. And if you are in the ACI 2, we learn about 5 paths. And in order to progress along the 5 paths, especially path of seeing, the third one, meditation is very important. So progress along spiritual path is benefit number 6. And then, of course, we talk about contact with higher reality, right? So, well, of course, this is one of the benefits. And if you are really serious in doing meditation, you will get into this one day. We heard many stories about this one, especially Master Asanga, who wanted to have a contact with Lord Maitreya at that moment. And yeah, and then he did his long meditation, 3 years meditation. And then he repeated that 4 times, making up 12 years. Yeah. And of course, ability to kill negative emotions. To kill negative emotions. That means when you do meditation, you are more stable. You will have a good emotions. You will have less negative emotions. And we also learn when we kill our negative emotions, what happened to us? We get out of the will. Yeah. So, 5, 3, 5. Okay, the second group was 3. The third group is 5. Transcendental benefits. Benefits beyond what we can think of, right? So this is something that we don't normally talk about, but these 5 are the special benefits that we get from meditation. Meetings with beings beyond this world. Wow, beyond this world, right? Ability to see into the far future so that we can help the world. Higher kinds of love, even overcoming death, and finally becoming a guardian for the entire world, able to serve the entire planet. If you are sensitive, what are these 5? You want to guess what are these 5? Anybody?
The 5 paths.
No, not really. Well, yeah, part of the 5 path. Oh yeah, Chloe, hi. No more snow in Rimrock, right? The snow melted yesterday, yeah. So if you realize that these five are related to the state of enlightenment. So these are basically this is related to it starts from they start from the DPE, direct perception of emptiness. When you get into direct perception of emptiness, he will start to have vision of beings from other world. And then at that moment you know your future in 500 years, maximum 7 lifetime, that you will become enlightened. And then at that moment, when you start to see all the beings, you will develop higher kinds of love. We call it ultimate love. You start to promise them, yeah, DPE, yeah, Kili put it there, DPE, right? So you will start to develop the kind of love to all the beings that you will come back and help them to become enlightened. And of course, when you go into path number 5, path of normal learning, in the Bodhisattva track, you become enlightened and you change your body, right? You change your body. We call it the rainbow body. And with that rainbow body, I always remember in DCI in workshop, this is normally the day 3 before the yoga, we will go through some exercises, we will go through some logical practice to prove how we can overcome death. Yeah, and Chong, we are going to do this in Medan, okay, next week. Next week we are going to do this. I don't know whether you noticed that, but I'm telling you that is what we are doing normally. So this time around, please pay attention. Oh yeah, we have a Kristinawati also. Yeah, so in Indonesia. So we do that. Normally in the day 3 morning, after meditation class, before the yoga, we go through this exercise. So it is exciting. And then, of course, number 13 is becoming a guardian for the entire world, able to serve the entire planet. So this refers to when you become enlightened. Geshe Michael always like to use the term that you will be entrusted a planet to take care and to serve. Yeah. So all this happen when you get into the perception of emptiness. You will know at that moment. All right? Okay, so those are the benefits. Now let's, before we continue further, I just want to know how many of you have not done meditation before? Or everybody has done meditation before? Yes or no? Maybe you can type in the chat box, okay? Yes or no? Now, I'm just wondering, okay, this is not about who is more senior or what. I just want to know, who has never done meditation before. Oh wow, I saw the response. Okay. Oh, Daryl, you have not done meditation before? Okay. Interesting. Wow. Everybody, right? Okay. All right. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, thank you for your answer. Appreciate that. Okay. Yes, Lion's Dance meditation is included, Daryl, and that is a powerful one. Yeah. How are you, Daryl? Okay, cool. Okay, let's start. Let's continue. So, we are talking about, so this ACI 3, we use the ancient source from the Lamrim book by Lamrim Chemo by J. Tsongkhapa. So Lamrim Chemo is the very important book in the in our lineage, right? Okay. In our lineage. So it is a very important book. And this ACI 3, the ancient source is, Geshe Michael is using the Lamrim book. And of course, when we talk about Lamrim by J. Tsongkhapa, we also talk about the liberation on your palm of your hands. And that is the teaching by Pabongka Rinpoche, who taught Lamrim in 24 days. And then that is the notes by his top student, Trijang Rinpoche, right? Trijang Rinpoche. So I think all these are very familiar to Daryl, right? So all these are the great teachers in our lineage. Okay, so, okay, now according to, of course, Geshe Michael also used the another source by Master Kamala Shila. Some of us who are older students in Singapore, I think we know Kamala Shila quite well. We had, or even a lot of us who study the Diamond Cutter book, right? Geshe Michael is using two resources. One is the commentary by Choni Lama. The other one is commentary by Master Kamala Shila for the Diamond Cutter book. Although Kamala Shila is more famous for his meditation, and Master Kamala Shila has written 3 books on meditation. Bhavana Marga, Steps to the Meditation. 3 similar books for 3 different target market. We call it target market. One for India, one for Tibet, one for what I forgot. Yeah, there are 3. They are very, very similar. Okay. So all those are the ancient sources that we are using here. Okay, now what are the 3 parts? So first we need to prepare, and then second we need to do the 6 conditions. Third is the correct posture. Fourth is whether we have completed the documentation, sort of, yeah, some details, and finally number 5 is the object. And when we have all these 5, we will be successful in our meditation. So what do we need to prepare? What do we need to prepare, right? Oh, no, it's too fast. Okay, let me rewind. Okay, let me change my PowerPoint. I'm not used to this model. So let's continue. Let's change it. There it is. Yeah, let's continue with this. Let's talk about these 5 parts. Zoom, share screen, and this is the one, okay? So the first one is the preparation. So what do we need to do? We need to clean up our space. We need to get ready our meditation corner. Yeah, we are going to talk about this later in the preparation. But here, no, actually tomorrow or later we are going to talk about how to prepare, what kind of environment. But here, first of all, you need to prepare. And in the morning, Geshe Michael always like to say in the monastery, everybody would wake up, and then before meditation, you will hear people blowing the nose, you know, and then some people will sort of sweep the floor. Although the floor is already very clean, but they will still sweep as to symbolize purification. And then we always like to say that, hey, put a dedicated corner for your meditation so that you can you have the feeling, you create the energy, and then you may want to have a small table for you to put some of the things that you relate to when you do the meditation. Okay, all these are just simple things, you know, maybe your notebook, maybe picture of your teacher, maybe you want to put some religious things, you know. So this is basically the preparation. And then there are 6 conditions that we need to do. There are 6 steps that we need to do. All these are part of the preparation. And finally, we need to have a correct posture. Sit in the correct posture. We call it the Samanta Mudra posture, right? Yeah. And then, of course, the number 5. Number 4 is this is related to the theory, whether we understand the 5 problems, the 8 antidotes, contraindications, and all those details. And then finally, we need to select the correct object according to the object, according to what is given by our meditation teacher. And finally, we will be successful. So we are saying the object of meditation is very important, and it is normally given by our teacher. Yeah, given by our teacher. So depending on your stage of learning, your teacher will give you different object of meditation. Okay, so let's continue. So why do we meditate, and what is meditation? Yeah. So let's learn the real meaning of meditation by looking at the terms used in the ancient source. But before we learn what is meditation all about, maybe it's good to discuss what is not meditation. Yeah, a lot of times when we talk about meditation, especially people who are not in our system, yeah, they will think that meditation is sitting for long hours, many hours, doing nothing, thinking of nothing, emptying the mind. Some even just focusing on the breath alone for many hours. So all those are not really meditation. In fact, those are not really meditation, right? What else? So a lot of misperception of understanding, and they can be quite dangerous. They can be quite dangerous in the sense that you will end up with the state that we don't want. Yeah. So we really need to learn the correct way to do meditation. In fact, Geshe Michael has this story. He just started his learning, and then he was looking forward to meet his teacher in New Jersey. He was really excited. Wow, finally I have the chance to see my teacher. And he got ready. And finally, because his teacher was very busy, he was given a chance to meet him after one of the classes. He was so happy. So after the class, he was asked to wait for a while. And finally, when the teacher was ready, all the students sort of left already. he was given the chance to see the teacher, Ken Rinpoche, Geshe Lobsang Tachin. So the teacher asked him, are you meditating? Do you know how to meditate? Are you meditating? And Geshe Michael was so excited. Yes, I am meditating every day. This is how I would sit. So he sit in the perfect posture. And the teacher asked him, okay. And of course, Geshe Michael continued. I would sit like this. I can sit for 2 hours without moving. And yeah, I meditate every day like this. The teacher looked at him and laughed. Yeah, well done. 2 hours every day. You are 2 hours closer to your death every day. What? What do you mean? Yeah, so the moral of the story here is that if your meditation is incorrect, the 2 hours closer to your death means you are basically wasting your 2 hours time. Yeah, and we don't want that. Of course, even when you do it wrongly, you still get some benefits. You get better focus. You can solve, your mind is clearer. You can solve problem. You will be harmonious with people because you have less time to quarrel with people. Those are the benefits for daily life. But those are not the real benefits we want to get, right? So what is the real benefit we want to get? Let's explore from the ancient source. So we are going to use the 6 words. We are going to explore the 6 words to see what they are, okay? So the first one, we say Gompa. Gompa is the term that we use for meditation in Tibetan, right? And in Tibetan, beside having a meaning for meditation, it also means getting used to something. Getting used to something. And in fact, if you remember path number 4, path of habituation, we call it Gom Lam, right? Gom, to habituate, Lam, the path of habituation. In fact, sometimes we can call it path of meditation. So this is the word used very commonly for meditation. So the emphasis is on bringing object to mind repeatedly so that the mind gets used to the object. Yeah, so this is the first one, Gompa. The second term is called Samten. Samten. Yeah, Sam is mind, Ten is the base. Yeah. So here it also means a stable state of the mind. So if you know the 6 perfections of the Bodhisattva, so this is perfection number 5, perfection of meditation. We call it perfection of meditation, right? So this is number 5. It is also used to refer to the 4 levels of deeper meditation, deeper level of meditation. In Sanskrit, it's called dhyana or jhana, you know. I think Indonesian people should be quite familiar with this term, right? Indonesia, we have the Theravada is very popular. And when we do meditation, we always want to aim for this jhana. Oh, I don't know about that. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. But when I was in the university, I joined the Buddhist society and we did meditation. And everyone was trying to hit jhana 1, the first jhana, the first dhyana. This is the problem when you don't have a meditation teacher, you know. Or you have meditation teacher, but they are not your regular teacher. They are like a teacher who come to town for 1 week and then we all go and learn from him. And then after that, the teacher go home, you know. So we are left on our own. So, and then we try to buy books, we try to read, and we have this idea that, hey, let's aim, let's go and hit first jhana, and then we are finding all the books and sources how to hit that. And then we are also learning, okay, what is after jhana 1, what is jhana 2, 3, 4, university student, we are very, very studious. We read books, we thought we are very smart, And after I came into the system, to our system, I realized that, wow, all those are wrong understanding, very bad. If you have learned the lines dance meditation before, basically this equivalent to the 8 levels. The 8 levels, which are not important. Okay, mind my words. Why not important? If you always So basically, this sum 10 referring to the 4 levels deep meditation. Yeah. 8 levels, actually 8 levels, but the name is used in the first 4 levels, right? The other higher 4 levels, we use different name. So if you focus on this too much, here it says that it will lead you to have rebirth in the form of formless realms. Okay. Formless realms is more difficult, but form realm is easier. And you will end up there. And that is not what we want. Why? Because when you are there, you will be, well, it's a state of bliss, almost blissful. And you will be enjoying. Geshe Michael always like to call it the superhero. No, sorry, not superhero. It's not superhero. He called it the Superman, Batman, Spider-Man's realm. You will have a very beautiful body, superpower, strength, ability. But because you are in that realm, basically you are enjoying all your good seeds, and you don't have chance to purify your bad seeds and to continue to plant your good seeds. Finally, what happened when all the good seeds are used up? Fall down to where? Fall down to the Disa realm, or even the lower realm, right? Which is not what we want. Okay, and of course, yeah. So this is sum 10. Okay, next one is Nyomjuk. Nyomjuk refers to equilibrium, yeah, balance, yeah, balance of here we say balance from the extremes. Yeah, so in meditation is dullness and agitation. Dullness means you feel sleepy. Agitation means you have busy mind. We call it the dullness, we use the elephant, and then busy mind, we use the monkey. Yeah. And of course, this is also deep meditation leading to those realms that we don't want. Okay, and of course, during this equilibrium, we may go into what we call the cessation state, where the mind is so quiet and peaceful, it's almost shut down. And a lot of people might mistaken that as nirvana. Okay, so we have to be careful. Yeah, and this is not what we want. All right, this is not what we want. So that's not our spiritual goal. Number 4, Nyamshak. Nyamshak is also Tibetan, balancing between the two extremes. Okay, and if you do your meditation and have enough seats properly before you get into the direct perception of emptiness, right? There's a state called Nyamshak. And this is where you are in very deep concentration, yeah, before you get into the perception of emptiness. Okay, so this is a term referring to that. This is almost like our goal, but it is still not the goal, okay? It is still not the goal. Shine, Shine in a lot of people like to aim for this shine, right? It's basically a advanced state of peace, quietude. We call it one-pointed meditation. One-pointed meditation, and it's the term used for shamatha, right? In meditation, we have two terms, right? We have shamatha and vipassana. Shamatha and vipassana. This vipassana is different from vipassana that was made popular by Goenka. Yeah. So in our tradition, we have shamatha and vipassana, which is different from vipassana. In vipassana, as taught by Goenka, basically we do mind scanning, and that is not what we want, right? It is a very good training. Vipassana by Goenka is a very good training, but that is not the model that we want. Okay, it will give you a good basic, but you need to move on. So we are going to talk about shamatha and vipassana in more detail later, but shine is referring to the shamatha part, where we are in the advanced state of peace, quiet, single-pointed concentration. There are many teachers who are teaching this shamatha, but that is also not the final aim that we want, all right? But this is important because it's an important platform for us to be able to see emptiness directly. Okay, so this is important. It doesn't mean that it's not important. And finally, Tingenzin. Tingenzin, we also hear this a lot, especially when you attend the mixed nuts classes. Yeah. Here, Tinge means a deep. Yeah. Tinge and Zin. And Zin is hold. Zin is hold. Yeah. We use this word a lot. We see this word a lot, especially when you come to mixed nuts. Something Zin. Like for example, holding into self called dang zin. Yeah, this zin is or we call it this zin is very important word in the system, right? Holding thing and zin. So it means that you hold deeply. It is referring to single pointed concentration, right? Hold the object. So this is one of the job we need to do when we are doing meditation. So what is true meditation? It's basically to challenge our greatest enemy, which is the natural mistaken inborn belief. Wow, you see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 components here. It is a belief which is inborn and mistaken naturally. Okay, this is difficult, but to make it easy, if you know the pen story, we always think that the pen is coming from its side. This is the problem. So we just want to get rid of that. Okay, so you see the pen, the belief that the pen or the yelling spouse or the misbehaving child or our debts, our problems, our happiness, everything else in the world is coming from its side and not from the seeds we planted by how we treated others in the past. So this is the real thing that we want to get rid of in the true meditation. So some people ask me, hey, teacher, there is this meditation free of charge. Looks very interesting. Can I join? Hey, teacher, I got to know about this new meditation model. It seems cool. Everybody's learning it. Can I join? I never say you cannot join, I always bring them back to the real purpose of meditation. Why do you meditate? What is the main goal of meditation? If you understand this, and then I ask them, if the meditation helps you to challenge our greatest enemy, then go, by all means, go and learn and practice them, But if the meditation is not helping you to challenge this natural mistaken inborn belief, then basically you are 2 hours closer to your death. You're wasting your time, Yeah. So I hope this all of you get this well into your mind, that anytime you do meditation, you should have this in your mind as your goal. Okay. Yes, there are many good meditations. Meditation that make you feel happier, meditation that make you feel more love, meditation that a lot of things. But if those are not helping you to get rid of this enemy, then it is just like doing something as a hobby and not really useful. Okay? Okay, now the 6 preliminaries, the 6 components, right? So after we get ready, now we need to go to the 6 components. So fast, on not yet. The 6 components. The term we use preliminaries here, but I think we should just call it 6 components. Okay, we just call it 6 components. So the first component is we call it, So the first one is create a clean and sacred space with an altar. So after you get ready, then you go into the 6 components. And the first component is create a clean and sacred space with an altar. Normally, we suggest that you have a dedicated place. It doesn't have to be separate room. Even if you only have one room, you can have a corner. And Jebila like to say that, just put a shoji on a Japanese divider. In Chinese, what ping feng, So you have a divider at one of the room corners. So that become a dedicated space. Or you don't even need anything too high, just a corner, just a space, just a place for you to meditate. And put your meditation cushion there and a small table. Okay, here we put the word altar. And in the altar, you can have your teacher's picture. You can have, we call it like the respecting the teacher with offering. You can put flower, you can put water. It's not for them to drink or to see. It's more for us, We want to create a place that we feel comfortable. So it depends on your taste, on your preference. You can have a paper or journal. In the SCIM this time around, we are talking about meditation journal. We are encouraging people, the teacher trainees, to write journal after every meditation to keep track of your progress. So this is the first one. The second one is beautiful beautiful offerings. Offerings can be in the form of water or flower or anything, or the religious things. It's up to individual. And then third one is take a seat and eat, go for refuge, right? So what does it mean? Basically, you do, depending on individual, you can do prostration, to the religious object. Prostration just means respect, So it's up to you in what form you want to give your respect. And then go for refuge. Refuge means we learned in ACI 2, right? Fear, belief, and hope. fear, belief, and hope. And of course, there are different kind of scope, right? So yeah, we can do that. Or if you can just take the result refuge, result refuge. Let's call it, so result refuge means we know that my name is Kili. One day, because I have the Buddhahood, where I have the Buddha sit in my mind, one day I will become a Buddha. Maybe my name will be called Buddha Kili. And Buddha Kili will have omniscience to know that today I am doing my meditation and I need help. And Buddha Kili in the future will know that I need help now and now will come and help me so that my meditation will go smoothly. Yeah, Kili is very quiet. Anyway, let's continue. I mean, of course, you use your own name, okay? You don't use Kili when you take the result refuge. If you're Inghui, then you say Buddha Inghui, okay, whatever. Reflect on the wish. What wish? It's basically the bodhicitta, right? One day when I practice well, when I get rid of all the wrong understanding, one day when I become enlightened, I will come back and help all the living beings. Okay, bodhicitta. Okay, and then number 4 is based. Here we talk about visualize the collected lamas and holy beings. You might not know what it means, but you just visualize that all the enlightened beings are together with you. Yeah. So, and then of course you pay respect to them, and you just visualize that they are doing meditation together with you. Enlightened beings and all the teachers in our lineage. Yeah. So you just imagine everybody's doing meditation. So you are not meditating alone. You are meditating with all the enlightened beings, right? Okay. Geshe Michael like to say that in the ceiling of your room, they are all hanging there looking at you. Hey, Kili's doing meditation, Yeah. So that is what we need to do. And number 5 is we want to gather good energy and purify obstacles. This is called 7 ingredients. Okay. Oh yeah, the 6 are called 6 preliminaries. 7 is 7 ingredients. Yeah, so we can use the preliminaries. So we do the 7 ingredients that we will discuss about this later. 7 ingredients. And then number 6, finally, whoops, fly away. This is done by Cornelia. He's so creative. And finally, number 6, we request blessings from all those holy beings that accompany us. Okay, so these are the 6 preliminaries. Okay, this is for class 1. So we learned about the 5 part process for success. And Cornelia created this West O. First is warm up, preparing. Second is environment. Yeah, environment. So we are going to talk about this, I think, later, class 2 also. Well, class 2, a lot of things to discuss. Conditions for ideal place. And then 3 is take a posture, correct posture. 4 is number 2, environment beside conditions. Oh yeah, and then 3, sitting. In the sitting correct posture, we also do our refuge and bodhicitta. And then number 4, thoughts is the mental process. Just the mental process means we need to know all the obstacles and the antidotes, and then our progress, all those are the thoughts. And number 5, finally, is the object of meditation, West O, right? And the second one is, we call it cost cap, 6 preliminaries, right? So create a clean, perfect place with altar. This is wrong spelling. And then make beautiful offerings. Yeah, make it as beautiful as you like, depending on your preference. For me, I like simple, you know. My wife likes it to be beautiful, elaborate, you know. Number three is sitting posture. Do refuge and take refuge and do bodhicitta, right? So sit properly, think about how to benefit self and others. And then number four, teacher. Invite all the beings, teacher, to come in front of you and meditate together. And then number six, collect good energy and purify. The seven preliminaries. And then finally, number six, before we end, we ask for blessings. Before we start, we ask for blessings. Right? We ask for blessings. So that's all. By right, when we do meditation, when we learn about meditation, we need to meditate, right? So I would suggest we do later after class 2, which is 10 p.m. in Singapore. Hopefully you all don't fall asleep later. Okay. So that's all. Let's have a break for 5 minutes before we continue with class 2. Okay, so yeah, see you later. Let's break so that our translator can have a good rest for a while. Yeah, now basically this is 2 hours, right? It's 9 o'clock now. Okay, I will see how fast we cover. Okay, Kili. Okay, let me turn on the. Yeah, okay. Have a good coffee and. Uh, Okay, let's come back. Class 2. Class 2 is also interesting. Yeah, we are going to learn about the 7 ingredients. So it should be quite a quick one, right? Let me see. Okay. Let me share my screen. Okay, class 2, 6 preliminaries. Okay, whatever. Can be 7 ingredients. Okay, let's take a look. Oops. Okay, setting up for great meditation techniques, right? So, yeah, I just remember actually the setting up of the place will be in class 3. That will be tomorrow. So today we are going to talk about class 2. We are going to talk about again the 6 preliminaries and 7 ingredients. So the source I mentioned just now briefly is the Lamrim Chenmo by J. Tsongkhapa. It's called the Great Book on the Steps to Enlightenment. Yeah, Chenmo means great, yeah, big, very big. And then Lamrim, Lam, path, Rim, steps on the path, steps on the path to enlightenment. Yeah, so that is Lamrim Chenmo. Okay, and of course, we also use the commentary to King of all prayers, prayer of the realized one, and deeds of all goodness. So, we use, in fact, Geshe Michael is using a lot of ancient sources, and all these can only happen because of our database, ACIPLL database, which which is led by JBila, Professor John Brady, who led the effort and has been going on for more than 35 years, collecting all the ancient sources, scan them, type them into our big database that we can search using the Gopher. Right? So with all these collections, we have very, very authentic sources in all the teaching in the lineage, okay? In fact, every time talking about this, I feel very proud of our lineage, right? So we actually discussed about the 6 preliminaries just now. Now in this class, we are going to talk about the 7 ingredients. Okay, 7 ingredients. Okay. So it is from Prayer of Samatha Bhadra, which was taught in exchange between Samatha Bhadra and another disciple, right? So what are they? Oh yeah, Samatha Bhadra is called Sangpo Chupe Mun Lam. Yeah. Oh, sorry, the prayer of Samatha Bhadra is called Sangpo Chupe Mun. Sangpo Chupe is Samatha Bhadra, Mun Lam is the prayer. So many ways to do 7 ingredients. Yeah, many ways. Of course, short the secular presentation, which is what we normally do. In fact, this time round in SCIM 6, SCIM 6, they changed these 7 ingredients into business world meditation. Yeah. This SCIM 6 is special. We have done this is SCIM 6 means the 18 times, okay, 18 times. For the past 17 times, each meditation teacher would prepare their own meditation and just lead based on the simple instruction from Geshe Michael. So in the past, let's say let's say we assign, okay, Ingui, you are going to lead meditation for day 2, and then what do you need to lead? Geshe Michael will just give 1, 2-liners. Okay, you are going to do Mahamudra on 3 core emotions. Okay, so first you are going to do Mahamudra. Second, you are going to do review meditation on 3 core emotions. So that is normally the instruction from Geshe Michael. And every teacher will use their own style. But this time around, we changed the system. In fact, we asked J.B. Line Cornilla, Professor John, and Professor Connie to set some guideline trainings for meditation teachers. And the quality actually increased a lot. Yeah, and I realized they put in 7 ingredients into the meditation. So, if you know the ancient source, you can catch it very quickly. Once you know that those are 7 ingredients, you can do it more easily. Okay. So this is secular presentation. Extensive means we do through 3 doors of expression, right? 3 doors of expression refers to our action, our speech, and our thoughts, right? And in fact, if you read the readings, right? If you read the readings of ACI 3, we use these details a lot in the Ganden Lagyama, right? The 1,000 angels, paradise of 1,000 angels, yeah? Paradise of bliss for 1,000 angels. And this is, we call it, this is the open version of the secret teaching. Open version of a secret teaching. That means you can practice this without having the initiation to the secret teaching. And this is a very important and useful practice. It is not too difficult, but of course you need some guidance. In fact, in May, 2 of the senior teachers from Diamond Mountain are going to visit Malaysia. I forgot the date. You can refer back to our Telegram group, right? They're going to visit Malaysia. They are going to do this Ganden Lagyama retreat in Penang. Okay, so if you are interested, you can come. I don't have the details. I think you can find it in Telegram. Okay, and yeah, but we are going to go through a little bit of them today. In this ACI 3. Okay, let's start. So if you know just now the 6 preliminaries, number 5 is called purifying obstacles and gathering goodness, right? So this is referring to the 7 ingredients. So you have the 6, right? What are they? Something cap. I forgot the name, but I just remember the sequence, right? So number 5 is basically purifying obstacles and gathering goodness. Okay. Okay, now let's start. There are 7 ingredients that and then inside this 7, we gather what? Gather all the goodness. We clean the stained ones, and then we want to multiply all the goodness. So the 5 together, basically 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and then number 4 is to purify. Number 3 to purify, and number 4 to multiply. Okay, yeah. Let me repeat now. My wife say I'm too fast. Okay, come on. Okay. So, well, I mean, okay, these are the 5 steps. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we are going to go through one by one. We're going to go through one by one, okay? So don't worry too much. You just know that 3 and 4 are taken out because 3 is to clean, 4 is to multiply. All the rest are together. Gather, collect. Okay, now Let's continue. First ingredient, bowing down to the holy beings. So this refers to, we call it prostration. Yeah, or you can do whatever you like. Bow as in two hands in front of your chest, and then bow your head is also counted. Yeah. Basically, we just pay respect. Pay respect. Remember, in our 6 preliminaries, step number 4, at the preliminary number 4, we invite all the beings to come, right? We invite all the beings, all the holy beings, all the teachers in the lineage to come. So first you respect them. Thank you for coming. Or as in Geshe Course visualization, is all, they are all hanging in the ceiling and looking at you. Okay. Okay, so Kili, what meditation are you doing today? Okay. So of course, before we do meditation in the 7 ingredients, first we respect to them. Oh, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming and joining me in my meditation. It's called Chakshel. Chakshel. Chakshel, yeah. Chakshel. And the ingredient number 2 is the making offerings. Again, we already set up our offering, but here we do the 9 offerings, right? Here we refer to the 9 offerings. The preliminary, we talk about the physical offering. Now, in the 7 ingredients, we refer to mental offering, refers to 9 offerings, right? If you read the Ganden Lagyama, you will read all this, flowers, flower garlands, music, ointments with smell of incense, parasol lamp, and so on and so on. Okay, let me show you the text. It's very beautiful text. Share and share. Here it is. Okay, I think you are looking at it now. Yes. So this is the ACI 3. We talk about, so we discuss about all the preliminary, and in preliminary 5, you have the ingredients, right? So first ingredient is prostration, yeah, king of all prayers, yeah. You can read here, I bow down and purely, this is basically a prostration. Okay, let's continue to the okay, so this is basically a prostration. You can read them, right? And then, yeah, it's so beautiful. There are many verses on the prostration alone. Offering. Maybe okay, it's okay. Let's go through slowly, okay? Because they are so beautiful, I think it's good to just read them slowly. I bow down and purely in body and speech and mind. I think, yeah, okay. I think translator, you just do your best, okay? I know these are not easy to translate. These are very difficult to translate. To all those lions of living kind, whoever they are, as many as there may be, to those who are gone in the past, in the present or future, on any of the planets in the 10 directions of space. Okay. Of course, you can see some explanations here. And then so the first one is the prostration of the starting. Second is a prostration of the body. Yeah, prostration in the body. Yeah, you can see I bow myself to them. Yeah, atoms. Yeah, all these, they have all the visualization. So I don't think I want to read. Okay, please read yourself. They are so beautiful. You can start to do your own visualization, right? And then this is prostration in mind. In mind, right? So you visualize atop a single atom are Buddhas, as many as all the atoms there are, and so on, right? And then the third one is prostration in speech. Yeah. I sing the praises and so on, right? So these are so beautiful. Next, we go into the offering. you will see all those that I just mentioned. I make offerings. This is in the mind also to all of these victorious ones. Holy flowers, holy garlands, symbols and ointments, the highest parasol, the highest lamp, and holy incenses, and so on, right? Yeah. So this is basically the offering, right? And also, it still continue, right? It still continue. And then finally, number 3. Okay, let's go back to our PowerPoint. It's called chupa. Chupa is offering, right? Some of you who might have heard about the term lama chupa, offering to a teacher, lama chupa. It is also a very important practice that we need to do. Yeah. Oops. Yeah. Okay. Step number 3 called shapa. Okay, when we talk about offering, I think Daryl might be very familiar, right, with the ritual that you are doing. Yeah? We do a lot those prayers, offerings and prayer. Okay, third ingredient is called a shapa, confessing or purifying yourself of bad karma, of all the wrong deeds I might have committed. Yeah, so it is always very important to purify. This is the purification, yeah, to do before you start the meditation. That's why it's part of the 7 ingredients. What do you do? Of course, we do the 4 powers. What are they? Cornelia is using the PRAP, right? Oops. In Asia, we used to say 4P, 4R, 4R. First is the recall the pen. Second is the regret, intelligent regret. Third is the refrain, not to do it again. And finally, 4 is the antidote. Antidote, we call it
Recreate.
No, recreate. There's a term, I forgot. Kili, what's the term? I think only Kili know in the group, right?
Sorry, teacher, you say which one? The fourth one or the third one?
Fourth one. After refrain, what is the fourth one?
Remedy.
Remedy, yes. You see, I know Kili knows it. So we used to say 4 R's. Recall the pen, regret intelligently, refrain, and remedy. Okay, remedy is the antidote, right? 4 R's. We use this term quite a lot in the past, but we changed because it was not allowed. But now, because it is ACI, let's use them, okay? Okay, remedy, yes. Kili, you have such a good memory. Thank you. And when we do
I forget a lot of things already, but this one I remember.
Yeah, you need to show your face, for people to see. Okay, of course, when we do the confession, we confess on the 3 types of vow, depending on what you have, right? The vows of freedom refers to the 10 virtues. Yeah, so in the confession, we just need to clear off the bad seeds related to 10 virtues. If you have bodhisattva vows, you do that also. And finally, if you have Dhammanway vows, you also do that, right? In this shakpa. Number 4, Sotar Gidompa, which is the vow of freedom, Changsem Kidompa, bodhisattva vow, and Sangat Kidompa, Dhammanway vows, okay? After Sakpa, we do the Irangwa. Irangwa is basically rejoicing in the good deeds of yourself and others. Basically, this is like coffee meditation in your meditation, right? Irangwa. So typically what we do is recall the good things, at least one in the past 24 hours. Yeah, and imagine you do all this in front of all the holy beings in front of you. Yeah, first I do the shapa. I regret for all the bad sins I have done. I planted. And then, of course, when we do the number 4 rejoicing is that, yeah, I rejoice because I have done something good, you know. Yeah. And then number 5 is the requesting for teaching. Chungkor korwar kul. Yeah. Requesting for teaching. So typically in meditation, we will do this request. Yeah. So we request the teacher to give the teaching in whatever form. Maybe it's not just face to face, but can be in any way. And number 6, asking the holy beings to stay near you. Sundep. Okay, Sundep. If you have done golden room meditation before, you will know that at the end we ask the teacher to come into us, right? That is basically the Sundep part, right? And then finally, we will meditate first before we do the 7 ingredient. So do we do this last, right? Dedicating the goodness you have done to all beings. Goa. The dedication, right? Normally in our class, our Goa is what? Kewa diri, kewa kun, tsunami se chom sing, tsunami se le jung wei, nampa kunyi topa shok. Okay, now I want to show you back the Ganden Lagyama. So this is the confession. Yeah, you can read them. And then this is the rejoicing. Yeah, rejoicing. Number 4, Irangwa. And then this is the number 5. You ask for teaching. Yeah, you ask for teaching. And then this is number 6, supplication. Supplication means asking your teacher to be with you. Sundep, yeah. Sundep, all right. Pretend to pass into nirvana. So you will see that in the text. And finally, number 7 is the dedication. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so this is basically the dedication. Okay, this is different. No, it's different. Okay, so this is basically the 7 ingredients. I think we are done, right? Let me see. Okay, so this is the last part, the difference between a prayer and a dedication, right? So prayer basically is a general wish to achieve some spiritual good. It does not involve having some karma, some sins that you have just performed and now using for the goodness, right? Prayer is just a wish, general wish. Dedication is different. Dedication means you know that you have some good karma already and you want to dedicate to higher purpose, okay? You want to dedicate to higher purpose. So, yeah, this morning when I woke up, I was thinking about this class. So I set my intention. Okay, the intention for me doing these classes is to share the teaching so that more people can learn and to practice together so that one day all of us can become enlightened. Yeah. So prayer is called moon lam. Your mouth moon lam, and then goa. Okay. All right. So that's all. That's all for this. And let's do the meditation. No, sorry. Let's do the prayer, the closing prayer, and then we will continue with meditation. Okay. So no, let's do the prayer first. Okay. Inghui, you want to help us close?
Okay. Sashi Buki Jukshin Meto Tram Riram Lingshin Ninde Gyambati Sange Shindu Mite Uwagi Drokun Namda Shingla Chukpa Sho Idam Guru Ratna Mantarang Karniyatayami Kewadi Keo Kun Sunam Yeshe Tsokso Shing Sunam Yeshe Lejong We Dampa Kuni Topa Sho.
Thank you. We are going to do the Golden Rule meditation. And I know Rini needs to go off, right? Shall we move? Can I ask Grace to help for this? Grace, are you okay? Grace, are you okay to help?
Yes, of course.
So I move
Wait,
you.
I just received the call. Do you
Okay.
need me something?
Okay, so I will just move you in and then release Rini. Yeah? So Rini can go off. Yeah. Thank you, Rini.
Terima
Okay,
kasih,
sure.
Teacher Sugeng.
Thank you very much.
Terima
Okay, change already. Okay.
Thank you.
And of course, thanks to Lin, who is still doing for Vietnam.
Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you, Lien. Lien, right? Lien. Okay. Okay, now,
So who is going?
sorry, hold on. Sorry, what are you saying? The continue recording is okay, Grace.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, okay. Okay, okay now. So let's do the golden room and using the 7 ingredients, okay? 7 ingredients. We will start with the breathing, short breathing. And then after that, we will do the golden room with 7 ingredients. Before the breathing, I'm going to go through the 8 postures, right? 8 postures. So find a comfortable sitting position for meditation. First of all, sit properly, park your leg. You can cross your leg in Sukhasana, we call it the relaxed posture. So you fold your left leg in and then continue with the right leg. If you're sitting on the floor, if you're sitting on a chair, you just put both legs parallel on the floor. Okay. When you're ready, tuck in your tummy slightly so you can sit taller and adjust your spine so it is straight, your neck, your head. Pull back the shoulders slightly and then release them and make sure left and right are even. Make sure that your chin is not too high, not too low. Yeah, because when it is high, you will have a busy mind. When too low, you will feel sleepy, dullness. Your lips relax, your lips slightly smile, and then touch the tip of your tongue at the back of the upper teeth. Relax your cheek, your scalp, and also your forehead. And finally, you can close your eyes slowly to relax them. Bring your attention to the tip of your nose. We want to observe the breathing going out and coming in. We want to do a breathing counting first. We want to count the breathing first. And each breath, we want to count 10 breaths. And each breath starts from exhale, followed by inhale. When you exhale, you feel the air is slightly warm. And inhale. And when you inhale, it's slightly cool. At any moment when your mind runs away, gently pull it back and start counting from 1 again. So let's do 10 counts of breathing. First, we want to do the 7 ingredients, followed by the golden rule. Before we start, we invite our teacher to come and do meditation together. So you visualize your teacher sitting in front of you. And then the first ingredient, we pay respect. We bow down to the teacher. You can even do prostration 3 times. Proxel. Second, we do the offering, chupa. So you can visualize that you offer the flowers to the teacher. You can also offer your practice. Your practice as in doing the book, doing meditation, or yoga, or even all the good deeds that you have done. You offer them to your teacher. You can also offer the nature. For example, I'm now in Sedona, and we have a very beautiful red rock formations. So I can offer that to the teacher too. Beautiful world. Step number 3, do the purification, shapa. So we can recall in the past 24 hours anything bad that you have done. Or you can check through the 10 virtues whether you have done anything related to them. Or you can go through the bodhisattva vows if you have them and you have anything bad you have done towards the vows, or even the diamond way vows that you might have and you didn't really follow properly. You do this using the 4 powers, or we call it the 4 R's. Recall the pen, regret intelligently, refrain from doing it again, and finally do the remedy in your mind. Step 4 is the rejoicing of all the good things you have done, Irangwa. So you can think back in the past 24 hours, anything good that you have done, and you want to share with the teacher. It can also be related to the 10 virtues, or Bodhisattva vows, or the Diamond Way vows. It doesn't have to be something very big. Even a small one you can also share and rejoice, because we want to multiply the goodness. Step number 5, we ask the teacher to turn the wheel of Dharma, or to give teachings. It can be a direct teaching or can be indirect. Indirect means through other people or even other ways. When you go through your day to day. We are going to go into the golden room now before step number 6 and 7. So first of all, you look at the teacher's eyes using your mental eyes. And then you request the teacher to give you all the goodness, all the good characteristics that you want to have from the teacher. The wisdom, the compassion, and many other things. You imagine that all these goodness are coming to you through the teacher's eye. In return, through your eyesight, you are sending gratitude to the teacher. So let's keep quiet while you are doing this practice. Let's move to ingredient number 6, which is asking the teacher to stay close to us. On that. So we ask the teacher's permission to come into our body, and the teacher agrees. You can see that the teacher actually slowly becomes smaller. At the same time, start to float in front of you. And then the teacher slowly float to the top of your head and turn 180 degrees to face the same direction. The teacher continue to shrink to the size of your thumbnail. And then you can see the teacher turn into light. And this light actually enters your body through the crown chakra at the top of your head, going into your mind, and slowly going through the throat, and then following your central channel, go all the way to your heart chakra and stops there. You can imagine that the teacher is going to be with you at your heart chakra for the whole day today until tomorrow when you do meditation again. Step 7 is the dedication. So all the goodness that we have collected during the meditation, we want to dedicate and share out. What I like to do is I visualize that the teacher in your heart chakra give out light in the form of white light filling up your body. The teacher is giving all the goodness in the form of light filling up your body, making you feel warm. And then this light penetrates through your pores, making your body glowing in white. And this light we want to send out first to the people in the same house as you. Everybody touched by the light will get all the goodness, all the good seeds they have planted, the wisdom and the compassion. Next, you extend this light to everybody in your city, your country. You expand further to the whole world, and finally to the whole universe. All beings touched by this white light will get all the gifts that you are sharing with them. This is step number 7, dedication, Ngowa. And finally, when you think that is enough, you bring the light back to your heart chakra. Keep it there to accompany your activities the whole day until the next time you do meditation. Bring your mind back to the breathing. Do 3 long and slow exhale. And finally, when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes. Okay. Oops. Lian is missing, but anyway, it's okay. So thank you very much for joining me today. Let's continue tomorrow for class 3 and 4. Okay, so, oh yeah, we forgot to take picture, but anyway, people have been, okay, those of you who are still around, let's take picture. And then, yeah, okay. Oops, somebody's gone again. Okay, let's turn on your camera and then we can take picture before we end the session, okay? Oh. No camera, okay, no worry. If you don't have camera, it's okay. Otherwise, let's take picture. Oh, I saw Rossi. Hi, Rossi. Okay, 1, 2, 3, yay. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you very much for coming today. Shall see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.